Today, I wish to start with one sum on share capital transactions. Observe the sum on screen. A limited company issued 14,000 equity shares of ₹10 each. Amount called up per share was as under: 2.5 with application, 2.5 with allotment, 3 with first call and 2 with final call. All sums due were received on due dates except from the following persons. Final call amount is not received on 800 shares held by Kena. First and final call money is not received on 700 shares held by Pawan. Money due on allotment, first call and final call is not received on 500 shares held by Twinkle. So there are three shareholders. One Kena, not paid final call. Second Pawan, not paid first and final call. Third Twinkle, not paid allotment, first call and final call. This is the information given to you. All the shares of above named three shareholders were forfeited by the company after necessary formalities. So all these shares are forfeited and were all reissued at ₹8 per share. So these shares are reissued at ₹8 per share. Write journal entries for forfeiture and reissue of shares in the books of company. So you are required to write down entry for forfeiture, reissue and transfer to capital reserve. These are the three entries that you are required to write. Let me start with working. I will show you which working is not necessary for this sum and which working is just relevant for the purpose of writing the entries. That I will make clear. A limited company has issued 14,000 equity shares of ₹10 each. So capital issued 14,000. As you are asked only forfeiture and due reissue entry, you are not given the details about the applications received. So we presume that we have received application for the shares that we intended to issue. But these informations are not necessary because we are required to write only forfeiture entry, reissue entry and transfer to capital reserve. So 14,000 capital that has been issued. Amount received with application 2.5, 2.5 with allotment. This is first call and final call. This is how the amount is demanded. So generally students go on working without looking at the question. So 14,000 into 2.5 received with application, due on allotment, capital due on first call, capital due on final call. No need to work out because you are required to write down only forfeiture entry and reissue entry. Now look at the shareholders who have failed to pay. Kena allotted 800 shares, has not paid final call money ₹2 per share. This is the amount not received. This information is relevant for forfeiture entry. Another shareholder, Pawan, allotted 700 shares, not paid first call and final call. So this is the amount at the rate of ₹3 per share not received with first call. Amount at the rate of 2 per share on 700 shares not received with final call. This information is relevant for the purpose of our entry. Third shareholder, Twinkle, 500 shares not paid allotment, first call and final call. So not received and not received final call. Now this is the amount received with application, with allotment, amount due, not received, due, not received, due, not received. So we generally work out the amount received when we want to write down all the entries. This working is also not necessary because we are required to write down only forfeiture and reissue entry. So let me remove the working that is not relevant to our question. Only this is the information that is relevant to our question. Now when we want to write down the forfeiture entry, capital called up is cancelled. amount received against capital is to be transferred to share forfeiture account. The allotment not received will be credited to allotment account. First call not received will be credited to first call account. Final call not received will be credited to final call account. Here there is no question of premium or discount, so that is not to be considered in forfeiture entry. Let me work out the capital that has been received on these shares forfeited. So far as KENA, capital received with application. This is the capital received with allotment. This is the capital received with first call. So this is the total capital received from KENA, and her shares are forfeited for non-payment of final call. Capital received from Pawan 700 into 2.5. 700 into 2.5. So this is how 3,500 capital has been received from Pawan. This is the amount not received. For Twinkle, this is the capital that has been received. Now when I want to write on the forfeiture entry, called up capital gets cancelled. Share capital account is debited with them. How much is the called up capital on 2,000 shares? At the rate of rupees 10 per share. So equity share capital account debit 20,000. Called up capital is cancelled. Share capital account debit. This is the capital received. That will be credited to share forfeiture account. So if you make a total of this capital received, that works out to be 11,150. So share forfeiture account is credited with this 2,000 plus 2,000 plus 2,400 plus 1,750 plus 1,750 plus 1,250. That is the capital that has been received on shares forfeited. That is a capital income of the company that gets credited to share forfeiture account. Allotment not received credited to allotment account. This is the first call not received credited to share first call account. And this is the final call that has been not received credited to final call account. This works out to 4,000. So 4,000 credited to share final call account. This is how forfeiture entry gets recorded. Now all these shares are reissued at rupees 8 per share. So bank account debit 2,000 into 8, 16,000 rupees are received. Share of 10 issued at 8. 2 is the reissue discount. That reissue discount has to be paid out of forfeiture income. So on 2,000 shares at the rate of rupees 2 per share, 4,000 is the reissue discount. That will be paid out of share forfeiture income. So share forfeiture account is debited 2,000 into 2, 4,000. Share forfeiture account debit 4,000. So this is the reissue discount granted from forfeiture income. To equity share capital account credit 20,000. The called up capital that was cancelled, now it's credited because all the shares forfeited have been reissued. Now what was your forfeiture income? 11,150. What is the discount granted? 4,000. So what's the difference? Net forfeiture income will be transferred to capital reserve. Observe the working. Share forfeiture income 11,150. Discount on reissue 4,000. Transfer to capital reserve 7,150. So 7,150 will be transferred to capital reserve account. Share forfeiture account debit 7,150. To capital reserve account credit 7,150. Now you can have the total of all the three entries. This is how entries for forfeiture and reissue gets recorded. But if you want to write, if you write this entry with narration, it will look like this in your answer sheet. I have explained all these entries. This is the narration. This is how your sum should appear in the examination hall. I think you must have followed this sum. Thanks to all of you.